The silent power of emotional mastery. Every harsh word, every small failure. If each one cuts too deep, you're handing over your power bit by bit. The truth. The strongest people you'll ever meet aren't free from problems. They've just mastered one essential skill: how not to let anything shake them. Imagine moving through life unaffected. No more overthinking, no more emotional storms, just calm, steady control. This isn't about pretending. It's about training your mind to remain still when the world gets loud. Because once you master this state of unshakable inner peace, no one, not a critic, not a failure, not even a betrayal, can touch your core again. Step 1. Master the nothing can touch me. Mindset. Life is full of noise, opinions, setbacks, expectations. But strength comes from one ability: choosing not to absorb it all. Picture yourself walking through chaos with a still heart. You don't flinch, you don't panic, you simply move forward, untouched. That's not denial, it's control, and it's learned. It begins by separating your emotions from outside triggers. If your mood rises and falls with every event, you're a puppet to the world. But when your mind becomes your anchor, you're finally in charge. Think of the most commanding figures in history. They weren't reactive. They didn't respond to every insult or distraction. Their silence was louder than words. Their composure was their strength. This is the art of controlled indifference, not coldness, but wisdom. Step 2. Practice detachment daily. When someone disrespects you, your instinct might be to fire back. But what if you smiled, said nothing, and walked away? That's real power, taking the fight away from the other person before it even begins. True power doesn't shout, it doesn't explain, it simply is. Failures, rejections, delays, these aren't meant to destroy you. They are simply data, feedback, opportunities to adjust. People who grow the most never drown in what went wrong. They stay focused on what's next. Train your mind to pause before reacting. Ask, will this matter in a month, a year? Am I about to give my power away or take it back? With practice, your mind becomes bulletproof, unshaken, undisturbed. Step 3. Use visualization as armor. Close your eyes and see a version of yourself who isn't moved by insults, who doesn't spiral from setbacks, who stands tall while others crumble. Visualize it often enough, and it becomes who you are. The brain doesn't distinguish between imagination and reality, so make your inner world strong enough to shape your outer one. Let people wonder why you're so calm. Let them whisper, nothing ever seems to shake her. That mystery, it's your edge. Step 4. Let go of the need to be liked. Approval is a trap. The more you chase it, the more power you give away. The truth is, no one's opinion should matter more than your own. Real confidence isn't granted. It's built from within. It's knowing who you are, even when others don't get it. The most magnetic people, they don't beg to be accepted. They stand alone when they have to, and they glow because of it. So stop explaining yourself, stop filtering your voice, walk your path as if it was designed just for you, because it was. Step 5. Filter criticism with logic, not emotion. Criticism is inevitable, but it only stings when you believe it. Learn to separate helpful advice from toxic judgment. Constructive feedback builds you. Destructive comments, that's noise, jealousy, insecurity. Don't fight every voice. Just ask. Does this person know what they're talking about? Do they walk the path I'm on? If the answer is no, move on. Confidence is quiet. It listens, reflects, then moves forward without losing balance. Think of a sculptor. As he shapes his vision, some praise, some criticize, and others mock. But he doesn't stop to argue, he just keeps carving. You're that sculptor. When you stop reacting to the world and start commanding your inner state, everything changes. You don't just survive, you thrive. And the most powerful presence you can ever walk into a room with is one that doesn't need to prove a thing. Keep your composure, even when the pressure hits hard. Pressure doesn't create character, it reveals it. And while some people collapse the moment life tightens its grip, others remain steady, calm, and precise. Why? Because they prepared their minds before the storm arrived. They understood something most people don't. Pressure is not a surprise, it's a promise. Life will test you, plans will fall apart, people will let you down. And just when you think you're safe, setbacks will knock at your door. But here's the difference. While most panic and resist reality, the wise expect difficulty and move with it, not against it. Picture a seasoned warrior. He doesn't enter the battlefield expecting comfort. He expects resistance, chaos, and sudden change, and that's why nothing rattles him. He doesn't waste time wishing it were easier. He uses every ounce of focus to execute his next move. You must adopt the same mindset. Train yourself not to flinch, not to fold, not to beg for things to go according to plan, but to breathe, recenter, and respond. Pressure is a mirror, not a monster. Most people crack under pressure because they demand control in a world that was never meant to be controlled. But strength begins the moment you accept this truth. You are not in control of what happens. You are only in control of how you respond. Once you stop expecting ease, you stop being blindsided by hardship. And when others lose their grip, you remain still. True control isn't about dominating the outside world. It's about staying sovereign over your own emotions. Letting go, the art that sets you free. Most suffering isn't caused by what happens, it's caused by the expectations we glue to those events. We hold on too tightly to how we think things should unfold. We cling to people, plans, and outcomes with so much force that when life takes a different turn, we feel betrayed. But the pain doesn't come from the shift, it comes from the grip. So let go. Let go of what you cannot control, not because you're weak, but because you're wise. Like water flowing around a rock, your strength is in your ability to adapt. The river doesn't demand that obstacles disappear. It simply moves around them and keeps flowing. When someone leaves your life, when an opportunity disappears, when something doesn't go your way, ask yourself, was I ever really in control of that? If the answer is no, release it. Don't let your peace be held hostage by circumstances outside your reach. Letting go isn't about caring less, it's about caring more, about the right things. Silence, the strongest response of all. In a world addicted to noise, silence is power. Everyone's talking, posting, arguing, reacting. But the truly powerful, they observe, they calculate, and they wait. Because silence creates tension, and tension gives you control. The one who says the least often holds the most sway. When you don't respond to every insult, when you don't explain every move, when you stay quiet and let others speak first, they reveal themselves. And you remain a mystery. Mystery intimidates, it captivates, it commands respect. Next time someone throws a verbal jab, stay silent. Next time you feel the urge to explain, pause. That pause makes them uncomfortable, and in their discomfort, you gain the upper hand. Speak only when it adds power to your position. Otherwise, let your silence do the work. Train your mind until nothing can shake you. Your greatest battlefield isn't the world. It's your own mind. And if you want to be unshakable, You must train it like a warrior trains for war. Every time you choose discipline over ease, you're rewiring your brain. Every time you breathe instead of react, you're building resilience. Every time you detach from things you can't control, you're setting yourself free. Mental strength doesn't show up in moments of calm, it's tested in storms. It's built when you want to quit, but don't. Visualize your mind like a muscle. Every stressful moment is a chance to stretch it. Every insult is a weight to lift. Every disappointment is a representative. And over time, you don't just grow stronger, you grow untouchable. The quiet power of moving in silence. Real power never announces itself. It doesn't shout. It doesn't ask for permission. It moves silently with precision. The loudest ones often have the least to offer. They brag, they boast, they seek validation. But the ones who are actually building something, you barely hear a word from them. They're focused, they're disciplined, they're busy working. If you want to earn real respect, stop telling the world what you're about to do. Show them silently. Let your success be your voice. Let your progress speak louder than any promise ever could. People won't respect what you say. They'll respect what you do, especially when you don't need to be seen doing it. When you stop chasing applause, you'll find that attention starts to chase you. And when people finally notice, it will be too late for them to catch up.